Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Nur.
My name is Nur.
And together we are light-hearted
dads. Right. My older sister the other day, she watches all our shows. She loves it, by the way. She goes to me, Kita, Nur, have you noticed something? I go, what's that? He goes, Adam, my oldest nephew, he tries to be like you or the other uncles, and especially you. And I go, oh yeah, so that's not bad. I'm not saying anything like highly of myself, but I'm saying, well, he's not doing anything bad though, is he? But then I didn't realize until my sister pointed it out, and I noticed it. She goes, he's picking up all your habits. I said, my habits? I feel like I don't have any bad habits. My wife, when she's come in, she changed a lot of stuff about my routine and my day to day, and cleanness is definitely like improved, like a lot. Like I was clean anyway, but I didn't realize that there's certain things I would do. For example, like my clothes, tuck it away rather than chucking it. Right, I come in, bro. I just open my clothes and chuck it. And then I'll probably, or putting my clothes in a wash basket rather than just leaving in a corner and stuff like that. It's just wearing sandals wherever I'm out, like in the kitchen or whatever, etc. And, for us, it was just like, it's normal, innit? Do you get it? But alhamdulillah, like my sister was telling me, she's saying, Nur, like I've noticed it because it started to bug me. Yeah? After football, so I'll come home, and you'll have turf stones and stuff like that. Yeah, astroturf stuff. And it'll move my shoes. I'll come into the passage, open it, but there'll be stones on the floor. But I wouldn't be asked to like clean it. Do you get it? I was like, oh man, I need to have a shower right now. I'll do it later, but later never happens. Do you get it? And now I'm really conscious that I've literally made a basket outside where before I even go inside the house, I'll make sure my shoes are in this basket, my socks are clean, and then I walk into the house. But I'm growing up. Does it make sense? Because the wife's not going to clean up after me. She's going to do it once. Second time, she's going to be like, oh, you're making that mess. And third time, you're like, you know what? Do it. Do you get it? It's like that, right? But with mums just do it. Do you get it? And I have a mum, alhamdulillah, she's done everything for me. Do you get it? And I've noticed my sister does everything for her son. And he's got habits that I used to have, where after football, now, bro, I have to go get the washing machine, like put it in the washing machine, wash it, or put it in a basket, but separate from the dry clothes, and then wash it straight away, or that day, or the next morning, wherever it is after football, whatever. But my nephew, he started to put his football clothes on the floor. His trainers are like literally the stones are in the passage, and I'm like, I didn't wear that. But my nephew's done it. Do you get it? So, and he's picking up a lot of stuff that I used to do, and his mom's picking up from him. And that's when my sister said, he look up to you. So maybe tell him, look, can you do this? Can you do that? So today, alhamdulillah, I actually told him, my wife got the Hoover out. She was a bit annoyed because the Hoover thing was full, and she's like, "Oh, it's full again," whatever, etc. But she didn't make a hoo-ha about it. Rather, it's like she started opening it, cleaning it. But I heard it. I was working, right, and I heard it outside. I literally went and said, "Oh, let me do it." Silly me, yeah. I washed the whole thing. She goes, "Why are you washing your washing machine? I'm sorry, Hoover." So why are you washing a Hoover? I go, are you not supposed to? She goes, no, you change the filters or you wipe it or whatever, but you wash the whole thing. Now it's going to take another hour to dry. So she's cracking up there, yeah, while I'm like, okay, look, I washed everything, cleaned it out, whatever. And then it just hit me. I like hoovering, yeah. I don't do it often, but I do it to get it when it suits me. And then what I did was I said to my nephew, Adam, come up. He goes, what's up, Major? And he goes, could you do the Hoover? He didn't even hesitate. He did the whole hoovering, all the rooms, all the passage, sitting room, kitchen, everything. Passage, and he loved it. You know, I wouldn't say he loved it, but he liked it. He didn't make a fuss about it. But then I'm thinking, you know what? Let's make that into a routine. As soon as he come back from school or weekends, to get it, bring that in. So when he's ready for his wife. I remember you saying that. Did you not say that? Like,
Yeah, no, I said that when I was younger, I used to do all the stuff, ironing, hoovering, and so forth. My mum used to say, you'd make a good husband.
or a good wife.
Come on now, we don't talk about those kind of things anyway. There's only two genders anyway, male and female. That's it. That's how it goes.
100%. If
Yeah.
Rashid Bhai, if you're listening, I'm with you, bro.
So, but yeah, it's true. What you're saying is creating those habits, and these are like chores. Now, you touched upon this before in one of the videos, which is that mums, yeah. I don't want to say it in such a bad way. I don't want to say insult, but for example, a lot of your habits that you built up was because of your mum, because she
Yeah.
cleaned after you.
She did.
Yeah, and while while with
Our
love,
love.
she was doing that, it was actually creating in you a habit where it's like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Someone's always going to tidy up after me. And then your wife's going to inherit that and say, was I born your slave? You know? And so those things start picking up.
Yeah, but those comments annoy brothers. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, it's something that it's like, all right, I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, but you come and instead of like talking to me, you come and like backhand. Do you get it? And you're like,
Yeah, I guess that
and then the
sometimes-
guys react, and they shouldn't react. By all means, that I've noticed a lot of bickering happens over silly and resolvable stuff.
I think
That's
a
the
lot of
word.
this. I think a lot of this is because one is sometimes, if you need to get something picked up, this is from my own experiences that or something done, the wife would say, "Can you do that?" If she's saying something like that, like "Oh, was I born your slave?" or whatever, it probably means that there's been a build up, and that's
Yeah.
like a pop, yeah. And at that moment, you just shouldn't just pick up the message, take it on. Now, if she's doing that all the time, then by all means, when things are calm, never address it when your emotions are high. Either one of you. When you're chilling, relax, just say, before you said that, it'd be nice if you didn't say it, or whatever it is. You can have that discussion.
Yeah.
But if you're both on fire, then yeah, you're gonna burn the house down.
Yeah, like one of them's got to be calm while the
Yeah,
other one.
One's fire, one's got to be
Yeah,
water.
yeah,
That's the analogy that's always given. So that's really important. But the point being is that mothers, and so that's what I always say to parents: like, get your kids, get them so they've had their food, get them to wash their plate. I know it's difficult because even me, I have to remind them. The kids go in after they have it. All right, kids, especially the older ones. Younger ones, there's less expectation. As they get older and the ability to do so, and they can reach the sink, they should be able to learn to clean those things themselves. And said, clean your plates. Get into the habit of. I have to remind them, And I'm the one who says it. My wife doesn't say. I'm the one who said, "Well, is your mum your slave?" And it's just to remember: is she the only one? Is she your dishwasher? Is she your chef? Is she, is she your cleaner? Whatever it is. So it's really important that we do get kids into a habit, into that thing, which they do. And I know my kids that have that. I said, look, I was hoover, but alhamdulillah, now my kids are older. Every day they know it, the routine. Okay, this day, son's hoovering, next day my daughter's hoovering, and so on. So they hoover, one tidies up. In the weekend, they've got chores, upstairs, downstairs, cleaning, and other further things. And it's part of it. And what happens, I even pay them for their chores because they learn about money. They learn about with graft comes money, or money doesn't just grow on trees. Because if you keep on giving them just free money, you can create also an element of entitled children. Now, some people disagree with giving money for chores, but that's a different discussion. And
How much do you give, by accuracy?
For me, I'll say the younger ones is less, but it's just like with the chore they do is £1. They just do a chore, they can get they get £1 for the chore. But because I've got a load of them, so I've got to kind of ration out the amounts. But it builds up, and then they have their money. When they have their money, they're able to then but we've got three things that we do with the money. One is that they save, one is that they spend, and one is that they give. Yeah, so they've got that, and so from there, then what would happen is you accumulate up all of the give money in a month, and then in the month you say you give it to charity, to the kids. Okay, who should we give it to? So you're creating within your children from the young age about giving. You're also giving to your children from a young age about saving. So one's a save one. So there's something you really want, and that costs, say, I don't know, £30. You might want some sort of toy or something. Just say example.
Nerf gun.
Yeah, Nerf gun, whatever. You know, you're gonna get the big one. You know,
We're not sponsored by Nerf. But if you're listening,
by all
we
means,
don't buy.
by all means, you can you can
Get in touch
sponsor
with
the show.
Nur Choudhury, and we'll be happily promote your stuff.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to buy that, then you learn to save, and then you save up. I've achieved it. I can get it now. And then the spend one is more your immediate thing you can buy on. So you might be, I want to get something from the shop, and I want to get, a sweet maybe, or whatever it might be, a treat. So you do that, and the kids learn that. But the thing is that get them into the habits. So chores are, yes, they're important, and as they grow up, they need to learn. They should be able to then start ironing their own clothes. Basically, the way you need to look at it is, and they should also learn to cook. And I do say, the boys should also learn that. It's a skill to have, because in life you don't know where you're going to head. Yeah, and you might be in a situation where, if you don't, why is it that you don't know how to cook, so learn to cook, and that's kind of flush coming from me, because, I know some cooking, but I don't know a lot of the others, because my wife won't let me touch the kitchen, and that's just, her thing, it's her domain.
Yeah, it's all right for you to say,
yeah, so I'm saying, But, I always dig with my wife, I always say, if you allowed me into the kitchen, then, I'm sure I'll be a good chef. I'm sure I'll be a good chef.
Yeah, you probably poison everyone.
But apart from the cooking, I'm talking about everything else as well. Like, alhamdulillah, this is how, I don't know, it's how it was within me, which is that you do your own work, you do your own things, and you shouldn't have to rely on somebody else. Yeah, my wife's there, so sometimes, I might be like, oh, I'm really tired, I can't do this today. She can do something, but that goes a long way. Because why? Because she would know that every other time I do things.
Yeah.
Given the opportunity, I would do it. It's not the case of me not doing it. And so there's a relationship is different. And that's what happens. I'll come home, I'll do what needs to be done. If it needs to be done, I'll get it done, and I'll get them ready.